Hi, I'm Dr. Dan Woodruff of Vibrate-A-Way. I'm here today to start a series with you of videos, and I'd like to entitle this series All the Things About Your Musculoskeletal Health That You Don't Want to Hear But Are True. Okay, we all have these things where we don't want to admit that maybe, well, we're getting older, or I don't know why I keep having knee pain or ankle pain, and all these different things. But you know, there's some realities to our existence, to us being here, that we have to admit, whether you like it or not. For example, I recently have been having knee pain and some ankle pain. Now, of course, I can chase to find, well, what caused the problem? What did I do? Well, you know what? Number one factor behind this, I'm 20 pounds overweight at least. You know, I had an old doctor tell me this expression, and I love it. He said, you know, you can't put an SUV body on bicycle tires and expect it to run. You know, it's true. Whether or not we're overweight is not a judgment statement. After all, those of us that live in glass houses don't throw rocks at windows. But what it is, it's a health statement. You see, if we're carrying more weight than our bodies are designed to, whether you have a petite frame, a long, lanky frame, whatever it might be, then that's going to put abnormal stresses on the joints. Those joints wear down. So a lot of times, the easiest answer that you're going to find as to why, for example, why my knee and ankle hurt, well, you know, doggone it, dummy, lose a couple pounds. Then things don't hurt so much. So that's one thing that you might want to take a look at. First off, is how am I treating my own body just overall with diet and weight? Am I carrying the weight I should? If not, well, if you want to help to ease some of that pain, you might want to take a look at what you can do dietetically. You know, a lot of times it's hard to exercise when you're in pain. I get it. I mean, after all, when my ankle and knee are killing me, the last thing I want to do is to hop on a treadmill or an exercise bike. You know, that's sort of like juggling knives while I have a bleeding cut on my arm. You know, it makes no sense. But you know what? Start to change what you eat, how much you eat. And dieting doesn't have to be complex. You see, we like to take things and make them complex. We really do. I don't know if it's because it makes us feel more important, if we just love the idea of having projects that we have to work through. You know, we can get calorie counters, join this weight loss group, have this philosophy. But you know what? It's common sense. And you know it is. We all know it's common sense. If I eat wheat products, that's not good for me. If I eat a lot of sugar, that's not good for me. If I eat processed foods instead of whole, natural foods, that's not good for me. You know what? You just start with those three things alone. And you'll be amazed at the difference it makes. It will help to impact your joints. So before we go out and look for a miracle cure, a miracle drug, a miracle treatment, the first thing we should start doing is looking in the mirror and saying, what can I do? More on accountability in another episode.